Welcome to the part 2 of my portfolio series in React. So as you know, the part 1 is done and I will post a link below. So now let's start the part 2. In the components folder, create a file called, let's say, skills and links.js. Make it functional component. Then import it in our app.js file. So import skills and links from component skill and links. Then return it here, skill and links. Now here let's create this card. Give this div a class name of skills card main. Copy this class name and its CSS file. Let's paste it. Let's give it a background color of white and border of 0.5 px solid and then gray. Save the file and you can see the card is right here, but we need to give it a margin from top. So let's do that. So margin top 40 px. Then let's give it a height. The height should be, let's give it a 50 vh viewport height. Or let's make it auto because it will arrange automatically according to the content. So now we need to add this text and these links, and if a video you can add it as an introduction or a picture. So let's add this text in the skill links. Let's add two divs. One for this left side and another for this right side. Then let's give it a class of left. Let's give it a class of skills section, and here this one should be class name link section. Then we need this text more about me, or you can choose anytime anything you want, any text. So let's say we use p tag more about me. Check the output. Now let's use this text. So we need two more p tags. Now we need padding from the top. Let's give it skill section. Copy this and let's say padding top 50 px. Then padding bottom 40 px. Now from the left and right we also need some padding. So padding left, let's say 20 px. And now we need to change this font sizes and font families. So this more about me is, let's check this font. inspect it. The font size is 24px. So give it a class name of more about me. Copy this. Font size 24px. Then the font family is recursive. So we need Google Fonts. So go to fonts.google.com and here search for recursive font. Recursive. Copy this regular style. Let's import it. So import at the top. Copy this font family recursive, and in this more about me, paste it. You can see this text is now looking like this. Now we need to add this to we need to give this class name for these two elements, these two paragraph tags. So let's say skills text, skill text. Then copy the class name, and in the second paragraph tag the class will be same. Here paste it. Then let's check the font family. So inspect it, and the font family is Roberto Mono. So copy this font family and paste it here. You can see the font has been changed. Now we need to change the font size. So let's say make it 16px. So font size 16 pixels px. Also let's change the font weight. So font weight, let's use 600 or let's use 500. The color here is 4B5156. So copy this color and change the color as well. So color 4B5156. Now we need a HR tag which is horizontal line. So after this div, let's give it a HR. So HR. You can see I think it should be not here but after this in this app.js file. So paste it. But we don't need it right now, so remove it. Now let's add this top expertise section. So copy this top expertise. Then in this div, paste it. And now let's give this horizontal HR line here. For the line, we can head to semantic React, and we can use this divider. So let's say not vertical, horizontal. Import divider from divider. So import divider from semantic UI React and paste it after this expertise. Let it compile, and you can see this divider is here. Copy this, I think it is after the divider. Okay, now let's change, wrap it into a p tag, this top expertise text, and give it a class name of expertise. Copy the class name, and here let's use text transform uppercase, then font size 24px. Save this, and you can see this text here. Also, let's change the font family, which will be this recursive font. So paste it. Then we need this text, full stack developer text. So after this top expertise, one more p tag will we need, and copy this text, then paste it here. Now give it the class name of, let's use expertise body. Font size 16px, 16 pixels. Font family Roboto Mono. Font weight, font weight, and the color is 5B5156 or 4B5156, whatever it is. Then we need this button for downloading the resume, so let's create it. After the p tag, let's import a button from Semantic UI. So here search button, and let's use this red button. Inverted, okay, this one. Copy this in button inverted red and paste it here. Also import it in from Semantic UI at the top. And now let's give it a text called download resume. Sorry, this will be in the button, not in the link section div. So download resume. Now you see the button is here, just like this. But there is a problem here. You can see this divider is padded from the left but not from the right. So in this skill section, give it a padding right of 20px. Now let's add our skills card. So in skill and links.js, create one div. Give it a class name of skills container. Copy this class name and in app.css paste it. Background color should be F0EAD6, this khaki color. Then height, let's say 150px, or let's use 50px, just 50, and then width 50%. Save it, or I think we should increase the height, so make it 100, or let's make it auto, so it will auto adjust to our skills. So make it auto. Now let's add our skills. In this class name skills container div, make one UL tag and give this class name of skill list. Here create as much as li tags you want for your skills. So the first skill should be HTML, then CSS. Then let's add JavaScript. Copy this UL class name skill section, skill list, and change the text here. This should be React and make this JavaScript should be Angular. Copy this skill list and in this app.css paste this class name. The list style should be none. To remove this dots or indentation, whatever that is. Then in the skills container, display should be flex and justify content space evenly. Now you see our skills are showing up here. Give a margin of top of 20 px in the skills container. So 20 px. You can add as much skills as you want. So let's make it express, and in this second skills li tag make it node. Now you see our skills is showing up here. Let's add a padding of 25 px in the skills container. So padding right 25 px. Let's change the font of the skills text skill list. So we can say skill list and then the li tag inside it, and font family. Let's use this Roboto Mono. So copy the font and paste it inside this font family. You can see our font has been changed. Now let's add our right side section. So but first we need to make it at 50%. This is more about left sides section. So in the skill section, which is this one, width should be 50%. Now remove the width from the skills container. Now let's add our image. So let's use the image tag in this link section class name. So img tag, but we need to import the image first. So import, let's say my picture from assets folder. I have a picture in my assets folder which is my image. So copy the class name, copy the name of the file, then paste it here. You can use your image if you want, or any image you want. So now let's give it a source of this import, which is my picture. But you can see it is very big. So give it a class name of my picture. Copy the my picture class name and here paste it. Let's give it a width of 50%. Also let's copy this class name link section also, and here also let's make the width as 50%. Now we need to show this image and the left side as horizontally side by side. So in this skills card main, let's use flexbox. So skills card main display flex, save it, and you can see the image is right here. In this link section, give it a, let's say, position of relative, then top of 50px, then right of 0px, or we can use float right also. So float right, but it's not working. So let's use justify content. So justify content space between. So let's give it a left of 100px, 130. Okay, now it's fine. Now we need to give the image a border radius of 50% to make it circular. So let's do that. But we don't need circular here. So what we can do is increase the width at 100%. So make the, but still not at 50%. Okay, this looks fine. Height should be 100 px, or we don't have to use height. This image is looking fine right now. I'll make it 100. Then padding 20 px. Now this looks fine. We have our introduction at the left side, and we can use any image at the right side. In this my picture class name, let's give it a height of 40 vh, viewport height, to make room for our links, which is right here, our GitHub, LinkedIn and all links. Then save it. Now let's add the buttons for links. So from button we can copy our respective buttons which we want to use. So let's copy it. We can use this. Let's say we copy this LinkedIn button. So in the skill and links, after the my picture, paste it. Then we have our button, but we also need to import the icon tag, icon class. So import it, and you can see the button LinkedIn is here, but we need to make it like a block button. So let's check how to make the button a block. So we can use this fluid class name. So button, then use fluid. Now you can see the button is fluid or block, which is covering the whole screen. Now let's wrap this button in a div. And here let's give it a class name of button links. Then in the CSS file, button links padding 20 px. But instead of this just padding in the whole direction, we can use just padding right to make it even. Also let's use margin top. So margin top, let's say 20 px. Similarly we can add the rest of the buttons. So copy the button tag, this button, and paste it depending on your links, how many links you have. And now let's change the class name. So one is LinkedIn, then we can use GitHub. Icon name GitHub. Now the color should be green. So let's check the GitHub, but there is no button named GitHub in this semantic UI. So we have to make it a custom class name. So let's use GitHub button. Copy this GitHub button class name, and inside app.css paste it. Then background color, let's use the material UI reference. So material UI, then search color here. Let's use this one for GitHub. So background color green. Make it important to override the existing class. So important. Now we need to give it a font color. So color white smoke. This one should be also be important. And then we need to create a hover class. So GitHub button, and when it's have a hover effect, the color should change to a darker version to this green. So paste it here and save it. So if we now hover, it changes to this darker version. But on hovering on this color, this GitHub button, the color is too much dark. So let's change the intensity. Let's use the 600 version. So copy and paste it. Now we see, if we hover, we can see our GitHub button change to a little bit darker version to green. Now in this GitHub button, give a margin top of 20 px. Make it important, or let's use 10. 20 is too much. Now you can see the margin top on this GitHub button. But you can see there is a problem here. These buttons are overflowing outside the card. So let's fix it. In our scale section, in our skills card main, change the height auto to, let's say, 80 VH viewport height. So make it 80 VH. Now you see the height of the card is bigger, and our buttons are fit inside this card. If you don't have any other links, you can remove the extra buttons. So in this file, skill and links, remove the extra LinkedIn buttons. Now let's work on our projects card. Create a file in our components folder, which will be, let's say, project card.js. Make it functional component, RFC. Then let's use the grid from Semantic UI to manage our project cards. So in the search bar, search grid here, and then go all the way down, and let's use this stackable card. It is a responsive card which will be responsive. So copy this and paste it inside this div. Also import it from the Semantic React package. Click save the file. And let's import this project card into our main app.js file. So import project card from components project card, and then call it in the return. Now you can see we have two cards. So instead of these images, let's use the card component for the small project cards. So search card here, and we need an image, some text, and a button. So I think this one will be great. So copy the card and paste it inside the segment. Remove this image, or remove this image link, and then similarly paste it inside in the second segment. Here also remove this image link and save. But first we need to import the card and the icon from Semantic UI React. So card and then icon. Save it. And then you can see we have two cards inside this grid. But we have our card inside a card which we don't need. We just need the card. So let's remove the segment. Save it, and you can see our two cards are now looking like this. But we need to increase the height and the width of the card and make it center aligned. So make this div, or we can use container to make the align in center. So from Semantic UI, let's copy this let's copy this text container. So or what we can do is copy this container, simple container, and then make it centered. So and then let's use this text alignment for center. Click on try it in the text alignment, and then use this text align to center. In the container, paste it. Also, let's import container from semantic UI React. So container. Now you can see our two cards, project cards are now in center. Let's give it a margin top of 20. So in this div, give it a class name of project container. Copy this class and in app.css paste it. Let's make it a margin top of 20 px. Then we also need a header, which is some of my projects. So in this div, give it a not in scale and links, in the project card. In the container, give it a h3 and then paste this header here, some of my top projects. And you can see our our header is now here, but let's make it h1 to look to make it bigger. So h1. Now we need to change the font, so give this h1 a class name of project header. Copy this class name and in app.css paste it. Let's give it a font family of, let's use this Roboto Mono font. So copy the font family and then paste it here. Now you can see our header is looking like this from the original source. But here also we have a problem. These two cards are not in the center. So in this card, let's give it a prop of centered, and here also in the second grid column. And now you can see our both cards are in center. Now we need to increase the height and the width of the cards. So let's give it a class name of project card. Same will be in the second card class. So copy this project card and in app.css let's make the width to 300 px. We need to use the important property to make this width 300 override the original width, but let's increase it a little bit more, 400. Okay, 400 is fine. And then height of, let's use 400 also to make it a square card, but I think 400 is too much. Let's use 350. Okay, 350 is fine. Let's add the images now, project images. So import, let's say one, or let's say first image from assets. Then let's check assets. I have four sample images of my projects. If you want, you can use yours also. So save it, and then in this image use src, then a curly bracket, and then paste this link here in the src. And now you can see our image is here, first image. Similarly, repeat it for all the three rest images. So second image from sorry, it will be from, not from assets, then tube.png. Then third image from assets 3, or let's check it because we have 4 and 6. Then let's use 4.png, and we will need one more, which is fourth image. From 6.png. Copy this src from image and then paste it in this image wrapper, sorry, image tag. Then make it second, and now you can see our second image in the card is here. So we need to copy this grid stackable columns and paste it one more time. But before this grid, we need to give it a div. So after the grid, one more div. Or I think we made some error. So grid column, let's make it grid columns 4, and then copy the grid column 2 more times for third and fourth card. Here let's use third image, and in here let's use the fourth image. Save it, and you can see our 4 cards here, but they are not looking good. So let's make it 2. Now they are fine because we have 2 cards on top of each other, and if we add 2 more cards, we will see 2 more rows or 2 more columns. So let's try it. Copy the grid column once more and paste it here. You will see 5 cards, 1 2 3 4 5, but let's use only 4 cards for this project right now. Now let's add the project heading, its description and the link. So let's, in this card content, remove this card header, or we can do is remove everything, card header, meta and description. Also we don't need this a tag inside the card content extra. So copy this, let's use the p tag. So, or we can just use this text here, paste it. You can see it is here, but we need to align it on the left. So give it a style or class name of card header. Save it. Copy this class name card header, and in the app.css, card header text align left. We need to increase the font size also, so let's do that. So font size, let's say 20px. Make it important to override the previous class, the card class. Now let's add this description. So in the project card, in this card content extra, or let's use, wrap this card content in the p tag, this COVID-19, this header, and use this class name in this card header, in this p tag. Similarly, create one more p tag and paste this description here in this p tag. Let's break it. Save the file, and you will see this description is also here. Give this p tag a class name of card description. Copy this class card description and paste it here in the app.css. Also, let's make it text align left, and then font family this Roboto Mono. Similarly, we need to create a button also. So in the project card, we need a button in this card content extra. So go to semantic UI React and check the button. We will need this black button, which is secondary button. So copy this button secondary and paste it inside card content extra. We need to import the button also. So import button from semantic UI React. Now let's set up the button. So give this a card content the class name of card button. Copy the class name and paste it here. Let's use position relative left 0px, or let's make it absolute. Make it important, this too, but make it relative then. Let's use bottom 0px, important. In our third card, we have a problem that this picture, this intro picture is very big. So what we can do is in this app.css, let's decrease the height or make the height to auto. So it will auto arrange. We need to make these images of fixed height. So in this image tag, give it a class name of project image. Then copy this class name, and in app.css, let's use height 150 px. Then let's use object fit cover. Let's repeat this project image class name all over the images. So paste it here and here and here. We need to increase the height of the card. So remove this auto and let's use 450 px, or let's use, okay, 450 is fine, but we need to make this description give it a little bit more margin. So card description margin top 50 px 40 px, let's try it. Or what we can do is, in this card content, let's give it a class name of card content. Then copy this and let's use position relative top 100 px. Okay, now this is looking fine. So copy this class name card content and paste it in this card content tags. So here, then the second, in the third tag card content, and in the fourth tag. Save it, and you can see our all the 4 project cards is now looking good. Now let's add the project links into our buttons. So in this first button, let's use the on-click event. On-click, then let's use window.location.href, this property, and then let's check the link. For the first project, we will have this link, copy it and then paste it here and then save it. Let's check the project whether it is working or not. Click see more and we see we will be redirected to this page, this COVID-19 tracker project. Similarly, do it for all the other 4 projects. So copy this on click event and paste it into the second button. Then check this second project, copy this link and paste it here. Similarly, do for all other buttons. So in this third button, let's paste it, and in the fourth button too. Now we have our all the 4 cards with the title, the description and the project link. Let's create a floating button now, just like this, which when on clicked will scroll to the top. So inside this div container, div class name, project container, create one more div. Inside this div, let's add a button. So from React semantic, select button and go all the way down, and you can see this circular button. So copy this button with the props of circular and icon and paste it. We don't need this icon, or what we can do is import the icon from here. So icon, give this div a class name of floating button. In the app.css, make the position as fixed, and then let's use bottom 20px. You can see the button is right here. Let's give it a color, the button a color. So color, it should be red. We need to make this icon button a little bit more bigger. So let's use size and then let's use big. Now we need an arrow icon for this button. So search in the icon, let's use arrow. We can use this arrow up. So copy it and in the place of this icon, paste this arrow up. Now we have a button which has an arrow icon of top. So now we need to make it to the in the right side. So in this floating button, just use right and 20px. Now you can see even if we scroll, this button will be at the fixed position. Now let's add a function that will be used to scroll to the top. So let's use const scroll to top. Make it an arrow function. Then let's use window.scroll zero 0, which will be at the top, and then bind this button, this circular button, to this function. So on click, scroll to top. Now scroll to the down, and when we click this button, it will go up. Let's add the scroll behavior to be smooth. Whenever we click this button, it will go up smoothly. So in this app.css, let's use go to the top, and let's use this star, and then let's use scroll behavior smooth. This will allow that this star will allow that this property will apply to the everyday.css class in this project. So go down and click this up button, this arrow button, and we'll see it is going up smoothly. Now let's create two icon buttons to change themes. So in this, close this assets folder. In this intro card we will work. So close app.js, project card.js and app.css, or we need the app.css, so keep it open, and this intro card. Now in this intro card, after this image, we will create two dot buttons. So let's create two divs, one for white light theme and other for dark theme. So first div and then second div. Give this a class name of this first div, light theme, and then the second class name, second div will have the class name of dark theme. Save it, copy this light theme and app.css. Let's use width 40 px, then height 40 px. Background color, let's use white smoke, or let's use white, not just white smoke, but it's not visible here, so let's check this color. Okay, the thing here is it has a background of black, so border radius make it 50%, and then border 0.5 px solid, and then black. Now you can see our button is right here, right, this light theme button, and let's give it a cursor of pointer. Let's make this 1 px instead of 0.5 or 2. Okay, 3 is fine. Let's decrease the height a little bit, so 35, and then 35 here also. Then let's repeat it for the black one, dark theme. So copy this dark theme and paste it here. Then copy this entire thing and change the white to black and this black to white. Now we need to make it into a flex position. So wrap this two divs in a div, and we will use flex box to arrange it. So give it a class name, this div of theme buttons. Copy this class name and here let's use display of flex. Now you can see we have our two buttons just like this, but we need to arrange it into center. So justify content center, and then let's use the width of 100 px, but first let's use padding 20 px. Let's use margin, but we need to separate this button a little bit so that we have a little bit more space in between. So in the light theme, let's give it a margin left of 5 px, margin right and in the dark theme button, margin left will be 5 px. Now we see we have two buttons, one is dark, one is light, and other is dark as themes. Let's change. Let's add this text header. So before this theme button, let's use the p tag, and then change theme. Save it, and you can see this button, this change theme is here. So give this a class name of theme header. Then copy this class name theme header and here paste it in the CSS file. Then text align center. Then let's use font size 16px or 20. Font weight, let's use 600. Now our button and this theme, now our two buttons of dark and light and this header is working. Open up app.js file and then wrap this whole div, or let's say after this div, wrap this whole in a container. So container, copy this and paste it before this div. We also need to import this container from semantic UI React, so remember it. Now in our intro card, let's decrease the this width of this whoami wrapper. So copy this whoami wrapper and here paste. Let's search for it. Make the width as 250 of this both blue card and whoami wrapper, or let's try 300. Okay, 300 is fine, so make it 300. Now we need to increase the height of this main cards. So in this app.js, we will use styling. So give it a style, then width of 900. Save it. Now you can see this is looking much better than before. Let's change the background color to this gray color or whatever color this is. So inspect it and we will see. Greetings wrapper. Or let's use the main, let's check this main container class name. We can't find any colors, so let's head to this materialui.com. Here we will search for color and go all the way down in the gray section, gray color section. Let's use this 400. Let's try it. So in this portfolio main class name, background color of this BD, but it's too much, so let's decrease the opacity. Let's try this E0, paste it here. Still a little bit too much, try this one. Okay, now it is looking fine. Let's decrease this top margin from this whoami card. So in this intro card, let's check the class name. So whoami wrapper, search in app.css, go here and let's use top as, let's try 40. Okay, now then let's use, in the blue card content or in the blue card, remove the top as 30. It still not works. So we need to check this blue card content. So copy this class name and let's search for it. So padding is 30. Let's add margin top of a negative space. Let's try 20px, or 20 is too much. Let's try 10. Now you see our this card section, this card content is aligned properly from top and bottom. Now let's add the theme function, light and dark theme. So in this intro card, let's import the useState hook first. So comma, then import useState from React. Then create one state, const theme, and then set theme. useState. This will be empty, or let's set it as light, because when we load, our page will be in the light version of the page, light theme. Then let's create a function. So const change theme, which will accept a parameter. So make it an add function. Then copy this change theme and bind it to this function, to these two buttons, light and dark. So on click, change theme. Then we are going to pass a parameter. So this will be theme, and same pass it here, which will be light. Let's receive it here. So this should be theme. Then in the console, let's use the console.log theme. Save it and open up the console. So what will happen here, with this light theme button, we will see this this theme light in this console. So, or we can wrap it in like this. So remove this from here, we don't need it. So click this light button and we can see light here. Similarly, copy this on click event from this light theme button and make it dark. So now if we click this dark button, we will get dark. So clear the console and click dark button. We can say we are getting dark. Light, 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 dark, dark, dark. Let's add the function for changing themes now. So for that, we need to create a function in app.js file. So create a function called const change theme and make it an arrow function. And then pass this function change theme into props to this intro card as change theme prop. Now receive it into this function and remove this remove this function here, change theme. Now let's explain what is happening here. If we click this change theme button in this card intro card.js, these both buttons, then this function will trigger into this app.js. So let's check it. So console.log theme, and also receive this theme in parameters. So change theme, if we click this first light theme button, then light will pass to here and then it will show in the console. Similarly, if we click this dark theme button, this dark will pass as parameters and it will show in our this console.log. So let's check it. Clear the console and click this light button. You will see light in app.js line number 9, and click dark, you will see dark. Now we need to pass this. Now we need to create a useState hook. So first import useState from React at the top. So import useState from React. Then let's create a state which will be this theme and change theme. So copy it and paste it inside the function. This light should be small light, not capital light. Then let's set the theme. Set theme will be theme. Now pass this theme variable inside this header as props, and then receive it in the header. Now as you can see, our header, which is right now it is black, so let's change it to white for this dark theme. So inside this app.css, I already have a name header which is light, this black header, and here we have the name header for dark theme. So copy this class name, and here remove this header remove this name header from h1. Then we are going to use ternary operators. So we can say if theme equal to light, then it will show light theme, which is this name header without color of white. And if it is not light, if it is dark, we can show this name header dark. So paste it here. And now let's test it. Click this light theme, it's light, and click dark, it is getting hidden. It's white now, or white smoke, whatever color this is. Now let's change the background color. So in the app.js, let's remove this portfolio main class, and now use ternary operator. If the theme is light, then we will use the light theme, light class. So portfolio main. And if the theme is dark, we will use darker background. So copy this and paste it once more, and make this portfolio main dark. Change this color. Let's check the color now for something darker, black. Let's use this 212121. So paste it here, and then copy this function, copy this class name and paste it in this portfolio main app.js. So click this dark button. We will see the theme is dark, the background is dark, and our header is light. And if we click this light theme, our background is light and this header is dark. Similarly, we have to do for the same. We have to do for the every card, which is this intro card and skills card. So what happens here is this intro card is dark. So copy this theme and pass it in this intro card, in this skill and links as theme, and then in the project cards as well. So project card, theme, prop name, and then theme. Now let's start with the intro card. So we don't need this, so remove it. Then receive the theme, or let's say receive theme here, which is the prop name. Now in this intro card, let's check the class name. So copy this and paste it here. Intro card.js, change theme. Okay, replace this change theme. Wait, no, it is fine. Okay, receive another prop here, which is theme. Just not remove the change theme because we have mapped a function here. So theme. So if the theme is light, we will show light. So in app.css, let's check the background color of this card wrapper. So intro card is the background, then we have the card wrapper. So copy the card wrapper and paste it for the dark theme and make it dark. Change the background color to 212121, and then in this intro card, let's map it. So if the theme is light, we will show light. So remove this card wrapper class name. If theme is light, we will show light theme, which is this card wrapper, or else if it is dark, we will show card wrapper dark. I think we have a problem here. Let's check what is it. So background color. Intro card.js. Okay, we need to pass this theme here also in this intro card. So pass it, and now you can see our theme is now light. We are showing this light background. Click dark and it changes to dark. Now we need to set the theme inside this card wrapper. So let's do that. But first, you can notice this background color is a little bit lighter. So let's change it. Remove this 212121 and make it 424242. Save it. And now it is light. So copy this 424242 and similarly replace this background color in portfolio main dark. Now you can see it is similar. Now we need to change the theme inside this card wrapper. So let's do that. In this card intro card.js, let's change the theme of this email wrapper, our email card. So similarly search for the email wrapper class in app.css, and we already have an email wrapper dark. So in this intro card.js, let's change the intro email wrapper. So copy the theme and paste it here. If theme is light, then we will show light theme, or else dark theme. So email wrapper is lighter, so copy and paste it here, and this email wrapper dark is darker with an font color of white smoke. So paste it here and save it. You can see our email is now light color. Click light, it goes dark, it goes light. Now in this intro card class name, copy this and find it here. Okay, intro card is here. Copy it for the darker theme and paste it. Then make it dark. Let's check it. So if theme is light, so theme is light, we will show lighter, and then if it's not light, we will show dark theme. So copy intro card and paste it here, and similarly intro card dark and paste it in the second argument. So we can see our theme is now changing from light to dark. Now we need to make a few adjustments. So when the theme is dark, we need to set the background color of black to 2121 and the box shadow 2. So make it 212121. Now you can see it is looking much better. Click light and it changes to light, dark, it changes to dark. if you check this border bottom, it is gray. We need to make it black. So in app.css, in this card wrapper dark, change the border bottom 1 px solid gray to 1 px solid 212121, which is black. Now you see it's blending right now. Now we need to change the color of this text inside. So search for theme header class name in app.css. Repeat the same one for darker theme. So it will be dark. Then make the color to white smoke. Then let's use this theme. So if theme light, then the class name will be for lighter class name, and if it is dark, it will be for darker class name. So light, put it here, and then dark here. Save it. Now you can see our theme, this change theme button, or sorry, text is now lighter in the darker theme and dark in the light theme. Now let's change the text or the color of this cards, who am I card. So copy this who am I wrapper and search the class name here in m.css. Copy this, make it one more for the darker version. So dark. Background color should be, let's check this color materialui.com. It is something bluish, so let's use this. Let's check the console. So inspect this and preview shadow. It is 111921. So change it 111921. Then here remove this class name who am I wrapper. Then if theme is light, we will get light theme, and if it is dark, we will get dark theme. So copy who am I wrapper and paste it inside. Repeat it for this who am I dark. So paste it here, save it. Now if you can see that this background of this who am I card is now bluish, just like this. Now let's change the theme for this inner card. So I think this is the blue card content. Copy it and find it here. Small dots. Yes, this is a class name, this blue card. So find it and now copy it for dark version and paste it. Make it blue card dark. Then we need to change the border from this blue to this border is same. We need to change the inner card components. This who am I and this description. So and also we need to change the background color. So background color is now this light color. So let's check for the dark in this who am I card. So inspect it. Check the preview. We have black. So here make this background color as black and save it. So in this intro card, remove this blue card and create a condition. If theme equal to light, then we will show light theme and then dark theme. From this app.css, copy this blue card for light theme and this blue card dark for dark theme. Save it, and now let's check. So click dark button, we will getting this dark background, light background. Now let's change the color of this text inside this blue card. So blue card content, let's search for it, or what we can do is let's give this h3 a class name of blue card header, and here class name will be blue card description, just DESC description. Then copy it, and inside this app.css but first let's create a condition here. So if this theme is dark, sorry, if the theme is light, we will show nothing, an empty class, and if it is dark, we will show this blue card header dark. So let's change the color should be, let's use this white smoke. Copy this and paste it inside in this second condition. But it is not working. Who am I? Wait a second. Theme is light, blue card header dark. Okay, this will be class name, not change theme. So check it. Now you can see we have our card header in this light version. In this light we have dark, and in the dark we have light. I have created a component which is this download button component. So inside this component we have a function called download file, and the link here is the link of your resume. You can put your link. If it is hosted somewhere, you can put that link. Then we are returning this button inside this component, which is this onClick event, and on click it is triggering this download file function. Now we are calling this component, returning this component inside our main div. So click this download resume button, and you will see our resume is opening in the browser. Now let's add the links for this LinkedIn and GitHub accounts. Now let's create one more feature. So if we click this dark button, we will get dark and then light. But what if we refresh the page? It changes to light on refreshing the page. So let's add it into local storage. In our app.js, let's create a function, or inside this function make it local storage dot set item, then theme, and the theme name, which is this theme. Now create a use effect hook, so that when our page loads, it will get the data from the local storage. So here use effect, clean it, and then place the theme inside this theme. So whenever our theme changes, local storage will get called. So set theme, then local storage dot get item theme. Save it, and right now we have light theme, so change it to dark, and then refresh the page. It's still dark. Now click light and refresh the page. It is light. Click dark again and refresh the page. It is dark. Again dark. It is again dark. And now we can check our local storage. So application local storage. We have the dark value now. Click light it changes to light. Click dark, it changes to dark. Our portfolio website is now complete. So you can go ahead and build it and showcase your skills and projects. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.